Hey everybody, it is Leo here, and I got through the current content that is Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. This final patch 2.55 concluded the entire story that we've been building up to for this last year and a half, and they did it with what I believe to be an absolutely phenomenal cutscene sequence to kind of top everything off and give us a nice little precursor to Heaven's Ward coming out in June. So I wanted to not show the entire cutscene because it is about an hour long, but there was one particular series of events through this final sequence, and of course, spoiler alert, if you haven't gotten here, don't want to know. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn, whom your character has become so entwined with, are all presumed to be dead at this point. I don't exactly believe that'll be the case forever. I'm sure they'll rise from the ashes somehow, but as of this point, each of their members basically acts as a barrier to get your character out, and I wanted to just kind of showcase those sequences because I think the cinematics for the combat are really cool looking. So anyway, I will shut up now and allow you all to enjoy.
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Pornanimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe has thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Whoops, my fault. That's what I get for pushing buttons too fast.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right?
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
This way! Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance? This is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Nymphalia.
And that's what we're left with. There's one more scene that's not action-packed, so I'm just going to omit it in the interest of cutting down as many spoilers as I can. Obviously, as you can tell from the amount of cutscenes in this quest, that was going on amidst a whole bunch of other stuff. Tons of plot twists and developments that really conclude some things and leave us wondering about others. So I'm pretty pumped up for the expansion in a couple months. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment and subscribe.